The story begins with a quiet suburban house. Inside, we meet Jackson, a high school student who has just arrived home. He is a member of the Osborne High football team, and tonight is an important night, their big game. Jackson talks to his friend Megan on the phone while moving around the house. Everything feels normal, but soon small unsettling details begin to appear. Jackson notices a strange kitchen timer set on the counter. He doesn't remember putting it there. Brushing it off, he returns to his phone, then sets an alarm and decides to rest for a short nap before the big game. Hours later, he wakes up abruptly, only to find that his phone has vanished. In its place, right next to his bed, lies that same kitchen timer. His heart sinks, realizing something is very wrong. Panicked, Jackson quickly gets dressed, preparing to head out for the game. He rushes outside to his car, only to find the tires slashed and the vehicle unusable. Nervously, he hurries back inside, and what he sees freezes him in terror. All over the walls and furniture are photographs, pictures of him bullying another student, Caleb. The images are everywhere, carefully placed so he cannot avoid seeing them. Shaken, Jackson stumbles through the house, calling out to see who could have done this. Suddenly, from the shadows, a masked figure appears. But this is no ordinary mask. The killer wears a mask of Jackson's own face. Before Jackson can react, the figure lunges, stabbing him brutally in the chest. The struggle ends with Jackson collapsing, bleeding to death inside his home. Meanwhile, at the football game that night, everyone's phones buzz at once. A video begins circulating. It's Jackson, caught on camera, viciously hazing and humiliating Caleb, a teammate. Jackson's darkest secret has been exposed. The students are horrified, whispering that Caleb might have had enough and arranged Jackson's murder in revenge. The town, once excited for the game, now drowns in suspicion. This is the killer's twisted method. Before claiming a life, he reveals the victim's darkest secrets, making sure everyone knows the truth. And then, he kills them wearing their own face. The next day at Osborne High, grief fills the hallways. Jackson's memorial is announced, and teachers try to hold the school together. Among the students, we meet a small group, Makani, a quiet and mysterious girl with a troubled past, her friends Alex, Darby, and Rodrigo, along with Zach, the wealthy son of a greedy land developer. They all sit together, processing the tragedy. Alex suspects Caleb might be involved in Jackson's death, given their history. Zach, cynical and bitter, believes the whole town, including his father, is corrupt. He points out that his father buys up land cheap, like Jackson's house will now be, and turns it into profitable ventures. Zach hates his father deeply, but others just think he's arrogant. At the school assembly, Katie, the ambitious student council president, gives a heartfelt speech about Jackson. But whispers run through the crowd, each student wondering who might be next. Among the students, another figure stands out, Ollie, the quiet loner, who keeps to himself. Makani seems to know him, but their connection is mysterious, hinting at a hidden past. Later that day, during Jackson's memorial service, tragedy strikes again. Katie is busy with the arrangements at the church when she receives a message from Marcus, her boyfriend, saying he cannot come because he is sick. Moments later, Katie's secret podcast leaks online, an anonymous channel filled with racist and hateful rants. Her double life is exposed to the entire school. Before Katie can process what's happening, the killer appears. Just like with Jackson, the figure wears a mask, this time Katie's own face. The killer stabs her mercilessly, hanging her body inside the church for everyone to see. Panic spreads through the students, and once again the killer has made his point. No secret is safe. Makani, shaken, retreats to her computer and searches her real name online. We learn her hidden truth. She was once involved in a terrible incident at her previous school. During a violent hazing ritual, she pushed a girl too close to a fire. The victim survived, but the accident scarred Makani's life forever. She moved here for a fresh start, living under a new identity, but her guilt still haunts her in dreams. Soon after, Rodrigo, one of Makani's friends, becomes the next target. Rodrigo is quiet and private, struggling with a dangerous addiction to painkillers. At a party thrown by Zach, where students are encouraged to share their secrets openly, Rodrigo's shameful truth is suddenly exposed to everyone's phones. His pills scatter on the floor, and he panics. Before he can escape, the killer emerges wearing Rodrigo's face. Chaos erupts as students scream and flee. Rodrigo fights back, but is electrocuted with a stolen taser gun. The killer brutally slits his throat, leaving him lifeless on the floor. Another secret has been revealed, another life stolen. The school is plunged into fear. Rumors swirl, pointing fingers at different suspects. Some believe Ollie is the killer. He's distant, strange, and already known for his family's dark history. Others accuse Zach, thinking his obsession with money and his hatred for his father make him capable of anything. Makani, caught in the storm, finds herself torn between fear of her own secret being exposed and the growing suspicion that Ollie might truly be involved. Their past relationship complicates everything. She doesn't know if she can trust him, or if he is hiding something even darker. The killer, however, is not finished. He is watching. He is planning. And for Makani, the nightmare is only just beginning. Makani herself begins to doubt him. One night, while staying with her sleepwalking friend, she discovers a taser in Ollie's car. The same weapon used by the killer. Her blood runs cold. Confronting Ollie, she asks about his parents. He tells her they died in a car crash. But Makani recalls rumors that his parents actually took their own lives, unable to bear the weight of small-town shame. She realizes Ollie has been digging into her past, and fear overtakes her. She flees, locking herself inside her house, desperate for safety. But safety does not come. When she awakens later that night, she finds her bedroom door unlocked. Her knives are missing from the kitchen. A recording of her own confession plays through the speakers. In horror, she discovers photographs of her old accident plastered across the walls, reliving the night she nearly killed another student. The killer is inside. He attacks her with the taser, dousing the house with gasoline, preparing to burn her alive. Just as he prepares to strike, headlights appear outside. Distracted, the killer flees. Makani survives, barely conscious, and sees Ollie arriving. Convinced he is the murderer, she collapses in fear. When Makani wakes, she's in the hospital. Her friends surround her, but Ollie has been arrested. Everyone believes the nightmare is over. The police claim they have their killer. Yet, doubts linger. The attacks have always been precise, personal, and deeply tied to secrets. Makani isn't convinced Ollie is guilty. Then, during the town's annual corn maze festival, terror returns. Makani, recovering but determined, joins her friends. The maze is crowded, filled with laughter, games, and the glow of lanterns. But beneath the joy, unease lingers. Suddenly, a new video circulates. This time, it's Makani's secret, her role in the hazing accident, the fire, the girl who nearly died. Her shame is exposed to everyone. Panic spreads. Makani is devastated, but before she can explain, Caleb is attacked in front of her eyes. The killer stabs him brutally, then places the knife in Makani's hands, framing her for the crime. Her friends arrive, realizing too late that Ollie was never the killer. The real murderer is still free. They connect the dots and discover the truth. The killer is Zach. All along, he has been hiding in plain sight. That Zach's motive is twisted. He hates his father, a ruthless land developer who has forced him into a life Zach despises. He resents the hypocrisy of everyone around him. Students hiding addictions, leaders preaching false morals, families covering up secrets. In his mind, he believes he is exposing the truth, forcing people to face their lies. By wearing their faces and killing them, he delivers his warped version of justice. At the corn maze, Zach takes his plan to the extreme. He sets fire to the fields, planning to kill everyone trapped inside at once. Flames roar across the festival, and terrified crowds scream as they search for exits. Makani and Ollie, now reunited, fight their way through the burning maze. Darby and Alex help evacuate students, while Ollie smashes through barricades with a car to clear a path. Inside the blaze, Makani and Ollie confront Zach. He reveals his hatred for his father, confessing he murdered him as well. Zach declares that everyone deserves to burn with their secrets, that only he can show them the truth. He raises his taser, prepared to kill again. But Makani refuses to let him win. She fights back, grabbing a knife, and in a desperate struggle, stabs Zach in the chest. He collapses, finally silenced, his twisted crusade ending in blood and fire. The flames die down. The students, though shaken, survive. Police arrive, and the town breathes a heavy sigh of relief. The nightmare is over. In the aftermath, Makani gathers with her friends. For the first time, she tells them the full truth of her past, the hazing ritual, the fire, the girl she hurt. She admits her guilt, her shame, and her fear of losing their trust. But instead of turning away, her friends embrace her. They forgive her. Makani is no longer trapped by secrets. Life slowly returns to normal. Alex and Darby dream about college and their futures. Caleb recovers, stronger than before. Ollie, though scarred, rebuilds his bond with Makani, giving them both a second chance. And Makani, finally free of her past, walks forward into a new life, surrounded by friends who accept her. The camera fades on a town scarred by tragedy, but moving forward. The message is clear: secrets may destroy, but truth, no matter how painful, is the only way to heal. And with that, the terrifying story of There's Someone Inside Your House comes to a chilling close.